What's happening, fans? We got NEXTGEN Broadcasting coming at you live, Pismo Beach, California, and we cranking it up tonight on a Saturday night. We're gonna go big, we're gonna go loud, and we're gonna bring it to you hot tonight with Front Row iRacing, and this is the driver open for the BUSCH cars, all right, for the Xfinity. And what I'm sporting here tonight, folks, is oh yeah, that's the prize for the winner. Not for tonight's race here, folks, but this is what I like to demonstrate. It's going to be going down for the winners of the series for next season for Front Row iRacing. And we got more of these to come, and man, this is going to be the belt for the winner right here, all personally engraved, the whole bit. We're going to style it up right here. Ooh, beautiful. And on top of that, we got Batmobile guarding the shifter that has arrived, which is also going to our winning drivers as well for our series coming up. That's just one of many prizes coming to those drivers signing up for Front Row iRacing and NEXTGEN Broadcasting, of course. But, man, we got a heck of a show tonight, I think. We got a really, really big field. This is an open. We're at Talladega, and, man, it's going to be fast. It's going to be crazy, and we're going to light it up. I mean, we're talking, I think we're up to 30-something cars already, and, man, we're going to see who has what tonight. This is like a unlimited open right here, so it's, you know, if you got the talent, you can stay. If not, ejecto seat, cuz. So we're going to be getting into this thing, and these guys are in qualifying now. Grab a little seat yonders here and see what we have to offer for you fans out there tonight. I mean, I think it's going to be pretty crazy, pretty intense. The race tonight is going to be a 60-lapper. I think we're throwing a mandatory caution dead center of this thing to group them all back together and keep this action hot. I mean, talking real hot here. Blaze Pizza hot. Oh, speaking of Blaze Pizza, yep, all this brought to you today by and always by Blaze Pizza. Man, if their wood fire pizza oven is just something of unbelievable awesomeness, if you will. Hey, look at that. Hold on, I got my man Greg's popping up in here real quick. Let me get him lit up. Greg, you got a copy?
Oh, I got a copy, Chris. Oh.
Yeah, no, it's good to hear from you, bud. So, yeah, I was just showing off some of the fun things that you're sending my direction over here to showcase to the fans and of course show off to the drivers. But we're waiting for the wheel still. But can't wait for that one. And again, that's just one of these are just some of the prizes.
And there are going to be many more. There's a lot of things that we have planned for Next Gen Broadcasting and Front Row iRacing, and we're going to put ourselves on the map in a big way, and I'm going to facilitate to make sure that happens.
Oh, man, and it's already happening. We can see right here in front of our very eyes right here. I'm stoked about this one. Again, we're trying to give to these drivers because they're going to be putting on such a great show and putting in such hard work to bring you the style of racing that we are so yearning for. And, I believe that this is going to be one for the books here. We hope tonight because, again, this is an open. This is a who's who. And, let's see what we got going on here, Greg. So, like I said, I was going over it. We got 60 laps tonight. You ready for this thing?
Oh, absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing what talent's available out there and, looking for them to put on an entertaining show. Hoping that, drivers are, disciplined, but, how these open things are. So, it's going to be a mix mosh of talent. And, basically we'll see what shakes out at the end. But 60 laps, I think we'll sort... We'll sort everybody out sooner or later.
Yeah, we're going to have the teams rocking and rolling tonight as well. We're going to have something, the Blaze Motorsports teams out there. I'm not sure exactly who else might be teaming up in this thing, but look for those cars to be working together as well, trying to find each other. So it's going to be one heck of a battle, and I brought my coffee and everything else to this one. Keep us all nice and fired up tonight, so it should be a lot of fun here. As we are looking at what is our time till launch here. I think we're coming to close to the green flag. So let me grab a look, see what we're at. Again, folks, just join us. This is Next Gen Broadcast. You got Greg right here on board with us. You got here Chris Paul Hamas. All right, your race host for tonight and always with Next Gen Broadcast. We got Blaze Pizza, going to be getting it done, and then of course we got Front Row iRacing. And these are the Busch. It's a Busch Series style or Xfinity cars. We like to call it Busch. We old school around here. And we're gonna be throwing it down tonight with an open. It's a driver open right here. So more of a fixed setup. 60 lappers. We're gonna see who's who out there. We're always doing recruitments for Front Row iRacing. And actually, it's a Front Row eSports, so be looking for that. And the Front Row eSports basically is going to consist of a multitude of different platforms of racing, folks. So when it comes to all of your curiousness, or for you drivers out there for that yearn to go fast and be clean, they're going to have it for you. Okay, so it still looks like we are under qualifying at the moment, but I believe it is going to be ending here in just a moment. Yeah, that's a firm. Bringing us back to tonight's race, it is Talladega. All right, we've been doing Dagers all week. It should be a lot of fun, I think, tonight. We just had a little bit of an ARCA race. Not a big showing there, but, man, we sure cracked one here wide open on this one. And we are looking for the driver count at the moment here. Let me see if I can get a little more info on this thing. Results going in right now. Wow. 34 drivers so far signed up into this one. So, wait, 40? Oh my goodness, 40 drivers, folks. I think we got ourselves almost a full field tonight in this in these Xfinity cars. This is going to be pretty epic stuff right there. We know the stuff's going to hit the fan, but we just don't know when, okay? But we got Greg on board. He's gonna try to monitor and maintain this hectic pace of a race field with all these drivers lined up, and I see some who's in here. We got Thomas Freitas, Gunny Sarge in charge. Front Row iRacing right there. He's going to be in that 32. Look for Cale Butler, also one of the admins for Front Row iRacing. He's going to be in that 64. Also keep your eye on him. Landon McKenzie. Some of those who's out there. Donald Stewart, Douglas Denvers, Timothy Pope, Travis Pierce, Keith Todd, Fred Anderson, Clay Cantrell. Oh yeah, so we got everybody here. Here we go. All right, so looks like qualifying is over. Let's bring us into the race.
All right, drivers. Thank you for showing up to
And we got Tom Friedis right there coming up over comms, giving the quick driver meeting and, all the appreciations going out. All right, folks, so here we go. We're about ready to drop the hammer on tonight's race. Let's get us over into it. Be with it in just 1 second. Here we go. Oh, here it is. Lineup for tonight's race here, folks. This is going to be a good one right. Oh! All right, sitting on pole, we got Mikael Robinson in that 18 machine. We got Cody Anderwald in the 21, sitting in that second position, leading that outside line. Levi Hillman in the 55 car in that third position. Cale Butler, front row's own, in the 64 in that number 4 position. Look from the 64. Landon McKenzie in that 8 car. He's going to be riding in that 5th position. Thomas Friedis, Kenny Sarge in charge from iRACING in the 32. And he's sitting firmly in that 6th position. Great job, Clay Cantrell in the 26 car in 7th position. Fred Anderson in the 57 in that 8th position. 9th position is going to go to Keith Todd in the 33. 10th position running out that top 10er is Travis Pierce in the 17 car. Look for him as well. We got the 11th position with Timothy Pope riding around in that one. Going to start it out in the 728. Look for the Douglas Devers in the 29 car to be starting this thing in 12th position. 13th position is going to be Donald Stewart in the 78. 14th position is going to be Zach Rothensberg in the number 2 car. Joshua Glass going to be hitting us up in that 15th position. Look for him in the 23. Jay Stinson in the 19. Going to be looking for, in the 16th position, Al Rockinson in the 88. Canada guy. All right, here we go. We better bring some Canadian spirit to this thing as he's going to be in that 17th position. 18 is Derek Wynn in the 11 car. So he's going to be riding it starting toward the back. So got to keep her clean, keep her steady. Let's see if we can rotate this thing just a little bit further here. There we go. All right, so we're going to go from... All right, so 19th position, Ryan Oliver in the 12 car. We got Justin Hayden in the 20th position. And look for him in the 30. William Rice in the 21. In the 25 car, 22nd position is Eric Braden in the 15. 23rd position is going to be Rick Spencer Walt in the 34, another Canadian. I'm sure those guys will be looking to team up. 24th position is going to belong to Carter Casey in the 35. 25th position, Bryant Fawcett in the 28 machine. We got 26th position belonging to Justin Bentley, riding around in a Chevy, but he's gonna be sporting the Bentley Spirit out there in that 53. We got the 27th machine and Justin Hawkins, and yes, that's a son of Hawkins. Yep. So look for him to be pulling out some super smart, crazy, ethical stuff on us in that 16 car. As we got Marcus Cunningham in the 13 card. He's going to be marching it down out in the 28th position. 29th is Danny McConnell in the 14. 30th position, Randy Johnson in the 51. 31 position is Ronnie Outlaw. And we have Mark in that 27 car. Mark Remingen in that 5th and position, or the 5th car in the 32nd position. So we got, like I said, one heap of cars out here, folks, and looks like we are about ready. Oh, no, the list continues. Oh, my goodness. Mark Revelin in the 32, yeah, we got 33 position. Drew Leonard, 34 is show. Oh, my goodness. This is a full field, folks. When we're about ready to go green, dropping the hammer right now for tonight's massive race. Let's crank this thing up just a little bit as we are green. All guys, green. Drop the hammer, folks. Woo! Big field, everyone getting it squared up. You see looks like 37 or 51 down, dropping down to the bottom instantly, but we still have a good number of cars in the outside, led by Cale in the 64 and the 32 of Tom Friedis. Gonna head the charge on the outside line. You see a lot of cars really starting to line up to the bottom, trying to make that go fast run on the bottom. You still see the high line, trying to create a little bit of speed here and momentum as these guys are really looking to get something done. Whoa! Looks like we are cautioned up here right now, folks.
Yes, sir.
Didn't get one lap in. All right, so we're going to go ahead and kind of figure out what happened, minus the driver's patience in that one. But all right, let's bring up our replay here, see what our yellow flag may tell us. He's telling us that's a little loud. I know that. There's nothing wrong with loud, folks. So possible.
Unfortunately, in everybody's unenviable desire to get to the bottom of the racetrack, we have accidents happen like this all the time.
Yeah, roger that. I mean, that the bottom lane there, Greg, is only so wide, and can only fit so many cars in the square footage, per. So yeah, I get you there. There's plenty of room to the outside though, Greg. What do you think?
Yeah, there's plenty of room. Like I said, there's one of those, situations that we talk about often, which is our racecraft, what's there to be gained on lap 2.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's not much except for a negative outcome with your sponsors, I'm thinking. Because
I mean, that's true, but, like I said, when I come back to racecraft, allow the race to develop, okay? You may not be fast, but, as long as you can, hold your line, not make any mistakes, and not do anything that's, going to, disrupt the flow of the race, let it play out, do your pit stops, and let's see what happens from there.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And you want to look to see. Not only is how many everybody's is going to jump to the bottom, but who has that talent and knows the car and the line to ride that outside. You want to team up with those guys because those guys have that talent to run that outside. That means that they can get something done when it comes to keeping these cars spooled up with that horsepower. I mean, and it's going to depend a lot on that, again, that side drafting when it comes to that we always look for side drafting. If not just nose to tail drafting, but that side drafting really stall up that inside line and help build that momentum up for the outside line. But how long do you hold that and where do you use that side draft? Because you want to, as you're pulling them back, you're also pulling yourself back. So you want to stall them up, then break away, and then you have to utilize it at certain points of the track, which one of those great points to use that side draft installer technique for the inside line is definitely going to be through the triangle, because that inside line's doing everything they can to hold that bottom line. So you tuck in real tight to that inside line, especially through triangle. That'll stall them up through the center, and you're going to hold that RPMs up toward the outside, get a really aggressive run.
And I really agree with that, but in my philosophy of racing, there's a time and a place for everything. I don't really think that tight side drafting early in the race is going to be conducive for a good race at the end, because it's only going to make somebody make a mistake and maybe take out half the field. I was really familiar with a good guy of mine called Rusty Greer, and he taught me how to basically run 3 and 4 wide at Talladega. So I usually try to tell everybody every now and then, we need to go to the Rusty Greer school of running super speedways. There's plenty of room to run. The aero package is tight and very nice. Side drafting is a lot better with this model. And looks like we're going to go green.
And it is. We are going to drop in here, and 54 is going to lead us off. 55 to the outside, or it looks like it's 18 is what it's marking us. But the 54 is going to show us the style of a launch here, as the bottom line is up and going. We've got the 64 backed up against the 82. So we have the 64 was on the outside. Now on the inside, that's Cale Butler. Front row iRacing, we got the Gunning Stars in charge at 32, sitting high, third place back there. Let's see if they can build up a good run. You got the 55, awesome charge with a good push by the 21. 21 getting her done with Cody. Cody now jumping to the bottom. He's going to bottom feed this thing, leaving Tom high and dry to the outside. But we're going to, looks like he's sneaking out a little bit here. Maybe pick up that 32 and maybe just trying to build some momentum and speed there off that thing. But we've seen that now the bottom line has actually broke apart here. Is maybe an accordion effect has created everyone to, massive spacing here. So look for some really incredible runs to be happening as these cars start to gain momentum on each other, then form up together, and then be gone. So it looks like
it's the name of the game here.
That is. I mean, but we had a massive stack up here or something that created gapping like I haven't seen.
I noticed that as well. I'm not able to check out the replay of that, but there was a massive checkup that basically kind of separated the field by a second and a half.
Looks like car. And does look as if we back under caution again here. So I was just getting ready to bring up our tower, but we're gonna look at our running order as these guys are under caution at the moment here. All right, so we do have the 55 leading this thing, 21 in second position. We have the 18 of Robinson in that third position, 32 of Thomas Freitas in that fourth, McKenzie in the eighth position, or in the 8 car in that fifth position. Rounding down, Devers looks like he's gaining some positions. Roethlisberger as well. That's 6th and 7th. Butler's falling back a bit, 64. As he started in that fourth position up toward the front, and we got him in that 8th position. Cantrell trying to maintain 9th position, and again, these guys are floating around here. So we see our running order at the moment, at least down to the 20, and we got cars falling out already. So looks like not a bueno good start here to tonight's little open driver thing, as we have yet to really complete some awesome racing. Got a couple laps in, but not really, and we are now under our second caution. So what we are going to do here, folks, let's just go ahead and take ourselves a quick little breaker, do a little full send action, and we're going to be back here in just a moment.
From your seat. Who? Haven't a clue. Let's play a game. Just me and you.
How am I part of this?
Years in Gotham. How many good guys are left? How many stayed that way?
Why is he writing to you? You're becoming quite a celebrity.
If you are justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye?
This bat vigilante is like a one-man reign of terror. You don't get to decide what the right thing is.
You're gonna go to war.
All right, fans, welcome back, and we're about ready to hopefully drop the hammer for a while, as we are coming back out of caution here, and we are grading all kinds in tonight's Front Row iRacing Busch Series Xfinity cars. And this is the driver open, so this is a who's who. Anybody can get into this thing as long as you got the certain credentials, and hopefully some talent behind the wheel, which we are trying to find right now at this moment, as we have had a multitude of cautions from the start of this race. 2 cautions thus far, as we are getting spooled up and gone. Outside line finally starting to really show its strength and maybe maybe some speed out here as these guys are lined up and staying that way. Not everyone's trying to fight for the bottom and get to the bottom here. They're actually trying to put on a little bit of race. Here we go, side by side. The 21 outside trying to get this outside line running 32. Huge shove by them. These guys are going to go ahead and take it over. 1 and 2 across the line. But the inside line is now starting to falter just a little bit. You see them not lined up. Nose bump right here. The outside line is really starting to take effect. But the 21, typical dive into the bottom and trying to take over that outside line. But look at this, the 32 of Thomas Freitas is going to maintain the charge on the outside. He's got some good help back there. Got the 6'4". Got the 64 of Kale right there in that Mountain Dew machine. Woo! Get some! Man, we're side by side going 3 wide toward the back. Let's see who can get what done. We got some team cars out there as well. Drifting back a little bit further in the field as we see some happenings really starting to take form here. Maybe a little bit of talent coming on to play. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot right here. Patience is being given, and of course, 4 wide toward the back. Woo! How long are they hold this? 30 down low. Still maintaining contact toward the back. More contact. Still contact, and we are wrecking big, huge. Car up in the air. 30 down.
Oh, absolutely.
64. Everybody just melee. I mean, let's just go 4 wide for it in the back, and then we're going to send it into the center and take out even the forward guys. So, I mean, when in doubt, take them all out. Oh, man.
Massive.
That was unfortunate.
Big wreck.
Yep. Absolutely. As we see Cale Butler right there down low and slow and damaged, and we see a bunch of other cars here damaged up like no one's business. I mean, it is, like I said, not looking pretty for these guys out here right now. Not looking good for us here in the booth.
I saw that going in, and they were running 3 and 4 wide.
Yep.
Like I said, once again, I saw a couple of cars drop to the back of the field because they felt that they were racing a little more aggressively than they should have, and those were the cars that made it through the accident.
Man.
And I applaud them for their early recognition of their skill set because they were running 4 wide there. It got a little crazy there, but we got just a little under an hour left on this race, and I think eventually track position will become important if they keep it up at this rate. But with a good green flag run in, we'll be able to see what everybody can do. But I see everybody right now is in a 3 to 4 wide kind of mood there. So it's unfortunately it's one of those things, but it makes for some entertainment, but it really slows down the pace of the race.
Oh man, I mean, I'd rather see some awesome racing all day long, as we're just trying to bring up our replay right here, and nothing at the moment here, folks, as we're letting everything kind of cycle through. Man, that was, like I said, unfortunate circumstances there. Guys going from the back, to do a 4 wide action here. And I'm still trying to search for a replay at the moment here, to no avail. But we'll find it though. I promise you there. And we've seen it unfold in front of us right there. I'd like to just take a better, closer look at it and see if we can really dissect it a little bit further.
Like I said, I've often talked about racecraft, and I noticed people, and I mentioned this earlier, just prior to this caution. I noticed people peeling away, staying on the apron, letting the crowd go by. Is having that recognition. You want to be there at the end. You have to be there at the end to be having a chance to win.
Okay, well here we go. I'm gonna bring this up right now here, but we're gonna slow this thing down, and let's see if we can change a little bit of camera angle on this thing. And I'm gonna back this thing up just a little bit here, as we have massive contact and toward the back here, and we'll see. What started all this? I mean, we got 2 good 3 wide lines going on here. Okay, we got this. Let's slow it down. This is where the gnarly starts to happen. All right, so we're checking everybody out here. We got 3 wide back here, little wiggles and wobbles, maybe some checking up. And then this is when patience, I believe, starts to run out here. Guys start going for holes that really aren't available. And what I mean by available, here we go. So here we go. The 30 drops down to go now 3 wide right here, tight, real tight. And then here comes this outside line with themselves a run. So here we go. Now we're forming up to 4 wide as the 30 looks like he's just trying to really force the envelope here as he's going 3 wide within 2 lanes, more or less. So any kind of mishap right here is definitely going to be tremendous and detrimental to the running of these guys who are all right there paced around him. And this is all the way from, looks like, about 7th on back right here in this tornado we're seeing underway here under the slow-mo. And then we're going to see things really get tight right here to contact with the 64 as he was trying to rotate the center there, had them all stacked, and then, of course, he comes up. Everyone's already trying to, nowhere really to go. Boom, 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 and watch this. This guy, airborne, man, into the wall. Ow, is what we like to call that one. I mean, that was just ouch. This is Dega. They ain't lying. Wow. So,
it's one of those situations where you have a lot of cars stacked up, and just like you said earlier, one mistake usually is going to be disastrous for everyone behind that wreck.
Yeah, I mean,
once again, I applaud the drivers for getting out of that particular situation, and I would like to see what everyone's going to be doing from this point on during the race. I'm sure the admins have already stated just
absolutely.
as much. So, 3 wide racing is as
great.
long as everybody can hold their car and push when they need to, and don't when they don't, they're golden, and we'll have a solid race.
Yeah, but like I said, like we just watched that maneuver happen, which it was a pointless maneuver because there was nowhere really to run. There's no line in front of him in front of that 30 car to go anywhere with. He was trying to go between 2 lines and that were already formed. So he gets there and they're stalled out. That side draft installs up everybody else, and that's what really create. So again, there was a kind of a pointless move. And you can see what those repercussions happen because of it. I mean, if you're gonna go 4 wide like that, you need to have a run to pass. Yeah, you're gonna have a run to pass, not a run to maintain.
RACECRAFT.
Yep, craft, baby.
Like I said, that was a maneuver that I would have never made. I'll check up, let everybody buy or whatever. If you're racing super aggressive like that, chances are with this particular car, you bump someone the wrong way, and it's a potential for you taking everyone out of the field.
Absolutely. And here we go.
I don't want to
green.
be that guy.
Yep. And we are green. We are green all kinds right now. 32. Thomas Friedis going to start in charge for iRacing. Going to go ahead and lead us out of this thing, take it over. And now he's going to change. He's going to go ahead and control the race pace at the moment with the 55. Hot on this bumper, Levi Hillman right there trying to get her done on the bottom. But we have the outside line kind of stalled up a little bit. Cody Underwood trying to lead this thing and lead the charge on the outside. Got a lot of good help right there with the Landon McKenzie on his bumper, trying to give him the push of a lifetime as he's getting a huge momentum and run on the outside. Drag race now coming out of 4. We got Thomas Friedis trying to figure out if he's going to try to make. He got to because they got one heap of a run. And the 21's going to take it at the line. Maybe no. The outside line's starting to falter just a little bit as maybe Landon was possibly thinking of going high to the outside, making a pass on him. But nope, we're still lined up. And McKinney, Cody was going to be listed as our race leader. And Thomas Friedis in the 32 coming back with the 55 right there. Got the 29, the 2. Everyone in the mix of this one really getting tied up here, and I'm loving it. We got side-by-side action. all the way back to about 15th position. We have them look like they're going 3 wide toward the back right here, and some maneuvering. Cars, swapping positions, getting a little aggressive back toward the back, and that's exactly what happens. Aggression toward the back again, and this creates cautions and more cautions. We've seen that just start to come together right there, folks, as we'll bring that one back up as we're slowing it back down again. We can't seem to complete one lap tonight, it feels like, due to the fact of over-aggression. No reason, no point behind it, as we are barely getting up to speed. And, that's just what happens. So let's rewind her back and see if we can find out what happened here and how.
Well, once again, Chris, I think it was just a little premature. I mean, right after a caution.
Yeah.
And if your car is not operating right, come down, get it fixed, go back on the racetrack, and, follow behind everybody. Don't involve yourself. Don't put yourself in a position of where attrition becomes a very valuable asset for the guys who are staying out of trouble.
Yeah. Anyway, and that was aggression racing in the back. We're still trying to wait for our cycle around and figure out what's going on. So here, folks, we're going to go ahead and take ourselves one more quick break, and hopefully we're going to find her. And hopefully when we make our way back, we're going to make our way back into some really hot racing. We thought we had a glimpse of it for a minute, but we are back under caution. Just in case you're tuning in a little late here, folks, this is Next Gen Broadcasting. You got Chris Paul Amos here up in the helm of this thing, also joined by Greg McClendon, and all this is brought to you by Blaze Pizza, of course. All right, wood-fired and hot, and we'll be back in just a moment with hopefully some really hot action.
Your instructor is one of the finest pilots this program has ever produced. His exploits are legendary. What he has to teach you may very well mean the difference between life and death.
Your reputation precedes you.
I have to admit, I wasn't expecting an invitation back.
They're called orders, Maverick.
This is your captain speaking. Today's exercise is dogfighting.
2 versus 1? He's got to be kidding. What the hell?
All right, welcome back, race fans. We're here for some racing. and we're searching for it. We're looking for it. And we got Front Row iRacing trying to find some really good drivers out there. We are underway for tonight's Talladega race with the Xfinity cars, aka BUSCH series, and we got Front Row iRacing here. This is the driver open race tonight here, folks. So what this is an intermixed of some Front Row iRacing drivers, a lot of the admins out there getting a gander on some of these potentials who are looking to sign up for Front Row iRacing so they can get themselves up on a big show with NEXTGEN Broadcasting. And man, all this, of course, brought to us by Blaze Pizza. We got Greg McLennan right here getting it done, and then of course myself, Chris Paul Hamus, and we're going to be creating some noise up here in the booth right now. Greg, you got a copy?
You got a copy, guys?
Oh, absolutely.
There's Gunny Sarge in charge right there, just dipping in. Gunny, what's up?
Hey, sorry about all these cautions. We got iRacing glitching out here.
Oh, Roger on that one. Okay, all right. Well, I mean, because what we're seeing
glitching. So
what we're seeing here is we're seeing some impatience going on in the field, but again, at least toward the back, especially, and and we are having a little bit of issues with our replay, so that would make some sense. But
copy that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd recommend give drivers a holler, like, hey, there's, we got 2 lanes, and try to make those work first before we get to 3 lanes, and then, dang sure I wouldn't recommend a 4 lane.
Oh, all right. I already did, so.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting ready to go green here.
We sees it. All right, go get him, brother.
Copy that.
Here we go.
We're going to drop the hammer on this thing again. We're like 3 cautions deep into tonight's race, but we are looking for some styled out racing right here. All right, here we go. Dropping our hammer one more time. Cody's leading us off in the 21. Dropping the green, and here we go. 32, Thomas Freitas on the outside. Landing right there on his 6 and on his bumper. Let's see who's going to be able to get what kind of run and win. 55 now spooling it up. So that's Zach right there. I believe he is sitting in that Levi. Levi is in that 55 right now. Let's bring up some tracking and some race stuff. All right, Freitas now our race leader on the outside. Great run, great momentum as he's now going to try to jump to the bottom. 55 thinks he's going to be clear, but he's not. That was almost, bad news bears for the entire field behind him. But he thinks better if it stays to the outside, keeps the momentum up, and maybe take that thing away from Tom as Tom jumps to the bottom, try to take over the bottom lane. But the outside lane does have some ponies as he utilized those ponies to get to the front. Here comes the 55, utilizing the same thing. 29, fat push going through the center right here, 1 and 2, 728 right there on his bumper. Pope trying to get her done. McKenzie in the 82, trying to hold a decent line. Little wiggles and wobbles out of there. Now the bottom line stalled up. Outside line with all the momentum. Dropping some horsepower and keeping it loud and live. 29 is going to make it down to the bottom, but leaving the 728 to the outside. Now here's what I'm not understanding here on this one. We've seen the outside line now work a multitude of times. Why not just stay out there? Just thinking out loud. But, now here we go. Bottom line formed up. Here comes the 728. Yellow. Okay. So.
The word commitment comes to mind.
Obviously, we into yellow one more time. Again. And again. No more than that! Oh man, I don't know what to do here on this one, but let's see if our replay will pull up here, and it does. Contact toward the back. No. All right, let's see if we can bring it up again this time with a little bit of a closer view here of this one. Oh, looks like that already took place here as we try one more time as, nope. All right. Ooh, there it is. So the 16 to 92 looks like possible. I'm just going to go ahead and rewind that one from there. And that way we can get a better gander on her. Here we go. Okay. So let's grab a look-see at our problem children. Okay, everybody looks solid here. Oh no, the 26 decided to come down, I guess. Is what I'm gathering happened right there. So let's look over the 26s. We're trying to dissect this thing just a little bit more here. I believe that is what happened.
That's what I see.
Okay, sorry, we're still getting to know our systems a little bit better here, but we get plenty of time to work with them tonight. Okay, so now we have found the issues at hand here, and let's lower down. Okay, so we see the 26 high and decides to come down when he wasn't clear, I guess. Really concerned about losing draft. So this of course, the cars behind them, and we see what happens. So, you know, it's just like I said, unfortunate how all this can go down. You know, and it's listening to your spotter. Basic racecraft is what Greg loves to elegantly to put it.
Well, you know, it's just one of those things. You know, I mean, we're under our 5th caution right now, and the other variable that the other component that hasn't really been considered is the amount of time that we have left to complete the race.
Right.
So it's a very distinct possibility that, you know, people are already plotting and scheming on how they can make possibly what they have last if these continue, if these cautions continue to occur. They may just, you know, take a gamble and stay out because things at this point are, you know, they're saving a tremendous amount of fuel under caution. And, you know, if they do make a stop, it'll be a very short and brief one. You know, some may grab 2, some may grab 4, but I think that track position will ultimately determine who wins this race.
And that was an interesting point that you brought up about the time as versus laps, as we switched it over here to 21 laps out of 60. Okay, 21 laps out of 60, 5th caution of tonight's race. And then we're going to go and let's grab a look-see on the time that's allotted for tonight's race. And, you know, what the difference is, it can potentially mean. So, yeah, 36 minutes to go. We have over, there's no way that this race is going to finish in that time frame due to the fact that the lap times alone. And how many laps we have left. I mean, unless it went green from here on out, I don't know. I don't foresee of us making it here. And,
it's a toss-up, to be honest with you, to be concise. But I really think that this race will not run this course. So I think there's probably some chatter going amongst the teams, if you know whoever teams are out there, as to what their strategy will wind up ultimately being.
I mean, I completely agree with you on that one. I mean, but, yeah. I mean, we're already down to half a field. I think. Thank goodness we started out with a pretty big field, but we got about 20 cars left on track. 19 cars left out of what 35. So I mean,
heavy attrition.
Yep. But I mean, that's right there though. These guys don't understand, or they think that they're signing. Oh, it didn't go my way. You know, and race it out. You never know where you're going to end up at due to cautions and this and that, but you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean that's you know, this, I don't know, maybe that bothers me. It just feels like that's that day and age now. You know, people are so quick to give up. Don't ever give up, folks. Ever.
No.
All right,
no.
In life, in racing, in anything. All right, don't ever give up. Keep going.
Of all the drivers I've been looking at, I'm looking at the 13, I believe, of Marcus Cunningham. He's a very skilled driver, and if this thing goes to the end here, I look for him to be a contender. Of course, Front Row iRacing, Blaze Motorsports, I look for them to be up towards the front as well.
Yeah.
But we got to get a few more laps under our belts here.
Yeah, so yeah, let's grab a look-see at Marcus Cunningham in that 13 machine, see what he's willing and dealing with today. Got himself that Chevy Camaro and the Hellsman's. All right. Sport a nice little baby blue paint job out there, sitting himself firmly in that 5th position inside lane. So, but we've seen the powerhouse, I think, has definitely been the outside lane. Oh, what do we have here? Let's look at the 15's car. I'm kind of curious on this before we go.
Green, green, green.
Green. Oh, we going green right now. Here it is. Dropping hammers and gone. Go get some. 55 up, 29 on the outside. Red, white, and blue in it. And we have the 21 who's like squared up on his bumper. Great run by both those two. But we do have a little bit of a issue by the 29 car of his blinking in and out here. And that's just connection. So hopefully that's not going to hurt too much of the 21. Now the 55 is got a good head of steam, getting pushed by the 728. So let's see if the 55 of Levi Hillman can actually maintain his race pace. 13, here comes the 13 right now of Marcus Cunningham. Outside lane starting to falter now as these guys are not lined up. We see him falling back right here as the inside lane is really starting to take charge here. 29 still holding it strong on the outside. Maybe there's no real good place to go, but we've already seen that power on the outside form and get it done. So we just need that commitment from those drivers on that outside. Link up, get those bumpers together, and get that tight run against the bottom line. They'll be able to charge it. Here comes the 64 now of let's look a little bit toward the back here. You got Thomas. He's looking low on the bottom. Looking for the 64 of Cale. There he is. Cale Butler right there. Woo! Big fight right here. Getting thrown down by the 54. The 57 right there on his bumper. And the 5 car. 15 trying to search. Highline looked like it may start to get some speed. But the 21 jumps out of line right there. Thinking he's going to go fast all by himself on the outside. Oh, no. Got a little bit of help by the 15. Maybe they're just kind of gaining a little bit more. These guys got to work together if they're going to get that outside to make some ground up. Jump back up toward our leader as the 55 of Levi is trying to continue his soar and charge out front. And Timothy Pope sitting in the second position, the 728 car. Seems like he's locked in on his bumper and I think he's going to stay there. 13's following right there with, and a 95. Ooh, little Miss Butterworth by the 728 might well and slow, but we see the damage on the 13's nose. So I can't foresee him as a huge contender when it comes to having that speed out front. He's going to need to make that quick charge at the end. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that damage will probably come back to haunt him later on, provided that there's another caution, and if anybody decides to come into the pits at that point, he'll be giving up a tremendous amount of track. Oh, my goodness.
Yep, we are on one. Okay, so I think that was the wrong one. On that one it was, but that was our previous caution here. As the board is lighting up on me right now, the tattletale. And let's see, it looks like William Rice may have had himself some contact here as we look for that right now. Okay, so we are still searching for our action that just happened, went down on track, but let's bring us back up and take us, I guess, one more quick break as we leave our leaderboard up at the moment here and see what's gonna go down on track here when we come back. So, folks, give us a second here as we are still underway, but probably not going to be able to have the time to finish all 60 laps tonight. So, stay tuned. All right, folks, we're going to be back here in just one moment.
Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and Republic have fallen.
Soon,
You will be a Jedi, I promise.
the galaxy will be remade.
This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi.
The Jedi will die.
In your solitude on Tatooine. Training I have for you.
Look what has become of you. A rat in the desert. Why come to this place?
You're running away from something? Running away from myself, I guess.
Revenge. I must have revenge.
There's a thing that swallows you. It holds you together while it's tearing you apart, and it's terrifying.
Everything is about to change. You have a purpose here. Perhaps you are protecting something. No. Protecting someone.
Obi-Wan is here. The Force is with him.
Tell me, is it the chosen one?
He is the chosen one. He will bring balance.
All right, welcome back, folks. We are coming out of our sixth caution of tonight's race. This is the open driver race for Talladega in the Xfinity cars. Next Gen Broadcasting, bringing it to you live, and we are green all kinds. Here we go, 51 of Johnson. Big Johnson trying to throw something huge out there as he's on the outside. Got himself a really good run with the 2 on his 6, and looks like the Cantrell of the 26 car is right there, and they're gaining a lot of momentum right off the start here, down the back stretch now. Drag race by the top and bottom lines here. 55 trying to maintain his run. Now the 51 of Johnson jumps to the bottom, trying to take over that inside line, but the outside line still holding together pretty nicely, as we're going to see if the 2 can muster up a little something with some help behind them. You got the 20, I believe, the 2 or the 22. I'll look for him in a second, but we do have an outside line building up some good strength out there. And here they come. 95 trying to give, 95 trying to give the 51 a massive push, keep him out there, and keep this outside line at bay, but I don't think it's going to work. And here comes the 21 now. Or 26, and the 2. Oh, 21, that's 21 Underwood. Yep. Massive push to the outside. These guys, good track race down backstretch right now, as these guys really got the haul fast up and gone. Now coming head to head with the leader as beautiful rotation by the outside line. We're going 3 wide toward the back.
Thanks for all the viewership tonight, folks.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Look at that! All right! Side-by-side action possible. 3 wide toward the back right here. They're trying to floor up a little something, bring them up to the front. Ooh, 51. Still trying to maintain hard on the bottom, but now the outside line starting to break apart a little bit as you see the 21's draft off the 2's bumper. Was non-existent for a minute there, allowing the inside line to gain that strength back again. Now this bottom line taking back charge as the outside line's trying to get that run mustered up one more time. 30 laps into this thing, halfway through in the lap count, but time-wise it's going to tell us different as we go under caution one more time. Woo!
It was inevitable, just like Thanos says.
Yes. I mean, not really. It doesn't have to be inevitable if they got the right talent out there.
Of course, but you know, with time running out, the aggression's going to ramp up, and people are going to, you know, maybe take chances that they wouldn't necessarily, you know, do in a more disciplined race.
Yes. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Okay, so here's our replay action. Oh, caution's already out, so something's already went down. We missed it. Let's see if I can search myself around a little bit and find ourselves our action that happened. Man, and you guys, they were starting to get something done. We got oh, Landon McKinney crashed here. Wait, oh! There it was. There was our contact by the. So it all happened around the 30. And let's go ahead and now rewind this one back here. Oh, I believe we've, the 30's had himself other entanglements here as well as we slow it down just a little bit and see what happened. Okay, so 20, I mean, connected to the 728. These guys are trying to, you know, to haul it on the outside here. 30's coming down. Contact is what happened. Okay, so there's contact right there. Wiggles, loose, holding still, good. Could this have loaded and slowed him up? We see feathering, and then bam, ran over by the 13. So I wonder if he was loose, feathering. We've seen that, the exhaust lighten up right there as he was on and off the throttle. So may have been in that save mode and then gets ran over by the 13, seeing him check up or didn't see them check up. And we under caution. Now, while we're under caution, let's go ahead and look up. See, our race leader is the 51, Randy Johnson. And let's see what our time frame is left on tonight's race here. What you think here, bud?
We are quickly running out of remaining time. I really think that these last couple of restarts are going to be very chaotic.
Yep, we got 21 minutes left of tonight's, at least running time for tonight's race. We're at lap 32. No way these guys are going to get to 60, especially with the pace that they're running. But we may see, you know, some pretty good racing toward the end of this thing. I mean, we still have a number of cars left in it. So we have, well, it's showing us over 20 cars in this thing right now.
Well, while attrition has been high, we still have a steady amount of participants left to go for this little last dash shootout, and expect some wild racing because, like I said, time is quickly running out, and track position will be key once again. The outside line, in my observation on this one, they do have an advantage if you have people committed to doing so.
Absolutely.
So I would like to see, as a driver, you know, somebody, you know, that I can work with and say, hey, look, you know, I'm with you. I know how to bump you. You know, let's see if we can try to get, you know, a few more positions out of this thing. So, you know, cooperation is, you know, will be key late in this race.
Yep, and we're green again here, folks. Green for the 8th time now. 7 cautions tonight's race. We are lined up on the bottom. The 51 of Johnson's going to go ahead and assume the race lead here and command of this thing. Let's see what kind of race pace he can throw down. But we got some jumpers to the outside. Probably the 60. Nope. That's a 2. That's a 2. Rothenberg, he is on the outside right now, folks, and he is looking for, oh, more contact and wrecking. Wrecking, big one. We got just narnarness, all kinds in this matter right here, folks. Again, and again. I'm just gonna. I mean, this is just horrible. Is what this is right here. You know, I mean,
kids would say, my gird. What just happened?
I don't know. But, I mean, when it comes to this, I just don't get it. I mean, when it comes to these drivers in general, it's like, your name is up on here. I mean, you know, you're trying to show off your talent, not lack of. You know, I mean, and that's just what I don't understand. When they know this is a live broadcast, that everybody's watching this right now. You know, I mean, it's like, why would you want to be the guy who's wrecking? You know, I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
I would not want to be that guy.
No.
But once again, you know, we are a byproduct of a couple variables: time and driver aggression. Those are the two areas that has greatly not only whittled the field down, but it has really detracted from the quality of racing that we're known for. But once again, like I said, it's just, you know, driver aggression, and they're running out of time, which is going to, you know, ramp up that aggression. So this may not be the last. This may not be the last one, provided that there's, you know, these guys can get their cars back onto the racetrack. But I'd like to have seen the attrition a little lower. But, you know, like I said, short time. And, you know, driver aggression equals, you know, possible mistakes. And that's what I look forward to, unfortunately, when we go back to green, because it's going to probably rear its ugly head once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. And here we are. We've been on slow-mo for a minute now trying to figure out where this all went wrong or whatnot. Right now, we've seen this car on the bottom here who's running around the apron. You know, like I said, I'm just trying to figure out exactly where all of this, you know, basically started at here and why. You know, I mean, okay, we got a car here low. Okay, so we're 3 wide. And then let's go here. So car into the wall. So we got car on the apron now. 3 wide here. He's still under, you know, like all full throttle, keeping it sent. And then it must have been the contact toward those back cars again. So that's what brought out the caution. Everybody's slowed up again. So, yeah. It was just, looks like it's back of the pack again. Just, you know, unfortunately, it just, let's see what's on this one right here. Ah, gnarly. That was that biggins right there. There it is. There it is. That is just, let's go one more time. This time we'll slow it down. And let's bring it in a little bit closer. Okay, there it was right there, folks. So, contact. I know we'd find it. And, 26 airborne! Eject those Zecas! Oh, man! I mean, look at all that blinkings down there. The Sims doesn't even know what to do.
We are certainly getting a highlight film from this particular race.
Oh yes, that's affirmative. We were back under green once again, folks. So that was we're searching for a minute. Looked like in contact pushings, and front of the pack got loose and decided to unwreck everybody else behind them. Now we got, it looks like Thomas Freitas on the outside right here. He's looking for some love. He's looking for some light, as he may find it with a good run on the outside. Really good run on the outside. Got 4 cars. Okay, so they're matched up 4-on-4. Who's going to have the better draft? And this is all going to depend on who's going to separate and share that air precisely around each other. Now 95, a little high, not, but we do see damage on the 32. Is that going to affect that car at all when it comes to the draft? That spoiler's all banged up, bent up. So will he be able to produce the speed that he needs to get around this outside? Right now we got massive pushing going on 55, wobble action right there, and trying to hold himself a good bead as they're side drafting pretty tough right now against the 2 and the 78. Woo! Looks like a little loosey goose for the 32. Wouldn't have nothing to do with that reverse spoiler. I guarantee you there on that one. No, absolutely not. Oh, loose again. Massive push. Good save by the 32. And the 55 just laying on to what's not left of his bumper. Okay, I mean, there ain't no bumper left there, and but maybe he is trying to straighten out that spoiler for him, which that's a very, very good possibility right there, folks. So he's like, let me hammer that out for you real quick. I got a good nose here. So right now we're still looking for that outside line to muster up some good energy and speed. 54 now going 3 wide toward the back, maybe possible 4 wide in the center. I don't know, but here comes the 30 again in the center. We've seen this this one play out before, and it didn't end pretty. Oh, we got some wiggles and wobbles up toward the top. Someone just really can't seem to negotiate that outside line. Now now some side traps happening. Inside lane still trying to hold up their gustos. But who's really building up some gustos is going to be that 32. Again, I keep thinking that damage to his spoiler is what's slowing down that outside line. Maybe if they were to trade a little position, they may be able, because we've seen the outside line charge time in and time out. And Tom has actually utilized this outside charge as well. So we got some Dyson toward the back, bobbing and weaving. We got a Mayweather fight about ready to get thrown down right toward the back.
They got it sorted out.
A little bit so far. I'm holding my breath, at least trying to. 32 now with the charge on the outside. Inside line still going to take it. Zach in the 2's holding it strong. Whoa, drag race to the line. 32's going to get it across the line. As a 55 with a good shove, good push. These guys making up some ground, some speed on that inside line. Outside line now up and gone. But as that happens, here comes a 54 side. He's going to go ahead and do a solo run on the outside. He's like, I don't need no help, man. I got turbo boost and NOS in this Interstate Batteries car. So I'm just going to go hit both buttons on the outside. When we come run around and contact. We saw smoke right there. Woden slowed up. There's a 55. He's going to the back. Almost massive contact there. Great save by the 55 as he's going to get in the line, save it, and maybe make a charge if he doesn't have too much damage. But yeah, we saw that tire smoke right there pop up, but get fighting for it. Here we go, bottom line, now taking over.
He was hung up behind the 32 for an extended period of time, and I think he may have blown his engine.
Overheating. That can happen. Toast with the most. Blaze pizza status right there, and that's the wrong kind of heat in your kitchen. You won't. We see
we have another developing battle with some changing with time running out. It'll be interesting to see what these drivers ultimately decide to do, which line they're going to run. They have a lot of confidence in the top line if people got committed to it, and there's like 6 cars there currently. So let's see what happens.
We got some speed out there too. Here we go. Now the 19's going to go ahead and take the charge of the outside line. Let's see if Tom can get up real quick to the bumper. He's going to have 64 Kale, maybe getting there, but we're 3 wide right behind him. I don't know if that's at 30 or not right there. Ooh, contact with the 30. 30 just says, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and wreck everybody right now. Screw it. Wow.
Oh, Lordy.
Wow, we just seen all that.
Wow.
That's it right there. Man. I mean, we were literally calling that one out. I mean, as we're watching it unfold. Like we don't have to be in a DeLorean and go back in time to find out what's going to happen in that one. I mean, we're under caution again, folks.
We have 19 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, and we're under our 9th caution.
Wow!
And once my broadcaster throws the time ticker on there, you'll see probably one of the reasons why you're seeing the aggression that we're seeing right now. It's really unfortunate. However, that is a part of racing. So with people, I want to win. Why do we do this? We want to win. However, in your quest to win, there are certain things that a driver must do. Be disciplined. And I'll say this for the last time tonight. Use their racecraft to their advantage, because not everybody, has racecraft. And if you've been doing it for a long time, like I have, you know when you need to make your moves and make them stick.
Yeah.
And without damaging anybody else or any cars, that may be around you. It's a calculated risk.
No, 100%. 100%. Let's see if we can pull up a replay real quick. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. So let's see if we can get a hold of one more replay right here. It looks like it is the 21. Ooh, he's toast with the most. So we're looking for that. He's just getting loose coming out. Okay, so basically here, folks, we're under caution for the 19th bajillionth time tonight. No, I'm just kidding, folks. But we do have like 9 cautions on the board, though. And it's showing us 7 laps to go under time. So looks like time has more or less run out. It has dropped us in the 10 to go. So these guys will not be running the full 60 laps in tonight's race. The time is going to take over on this one, which is, it's a sad turn of events right there. I mean, if I was any one of these drivers, I would really want to, I want to race that thing to the checker. And here we go. So we got contact right there. Boom, boom, and boom. And let's go ahead and rewind that one. So we're gonna bring this one back here, and let's get a good view, because we got that 64, I think, destroyed again one more time. And here we go, folks. So we just seen. Oop, back it up. All right, so there is your. I mean, and again, that's using force when there's no need for it. Let's see. Let's go to 64 as he gets himself all of that contact right there, and let's ouch, and more ouch. Here we go. Okay, so that's the 28. Alright, so the 28 of Ryan Fawcett just boom, boom, boom. And we just seen all of that right there, folks. So, yeah. Sad. Really is on that one. But, hey. We got 5 laps left remaining. We're going to shoot this one out. And hopefully we have ourselves a checkered flag at the end of this thing. Man, I was going to do the bingo machine tonight too, Greg, and all that to get a hold of some drivers out there, but wow. All right, green for hopefully the last time tonight. As we are under our race leaders here, the 2 with the great launch, but that's not kind of what you want here. These guys are going to get some really fat momentum built up on you, and they're going to come streaming around like you standing still. Here comes the 728 of Pope on the outside. Got himself some company to come along with them here, as they're going to try to charge the outside, but everyone's still forming up on the inside. 4 to go in tonight's race. Still good run-ins and trying to get some good run-ins here as we see. Woo, really, someone's in the grass right there. That's contact. That's Doran. That's probably the 64. Yes, that's 64 of Kale Butler. Oh, man. Here we go. 3 wide toward the back. Let's see if these guys are going to maintain it coming in. 3 laps left remaining in tonight's race here. Got ourselves a few cars left out of 35. Outside line, building up some strength and momentum right now with the 728, trying to now take, not only take over the lead, but maintain it. You got the 51 of Big Johnson trying to get himself a big run down the backstretch. Huge run right now, but while he's looking at the inside, look at the outside, going to do a little sneak attacker possibly. They're going to need a few more cars to line up there and get that one done. Plus, they're really going to need to have that thing lined up. They're going to falter back here, fall back in the line in that upper high line and see if they can get a run. 55 is looking outside. Yes, he is looking outside. And looks like the 55 is going to be outside all on his widow lonesome. .55 is going to go ahead and go to the back right now to get the freight train by everyone on the inside. Now he's going to follow back in the line into position. The 51, Big Johnson, out there on the outside. Fat run coming out of 2 right now. Contact right there below the yellow. Switching and dicing it up. All kinds. These guys are about ready to find out if the juice is worth the squeeze as we coming into 2 to go. Great running right now with the front middle of the pack side by side with the race leaders as that outside line really doing itself justice right now as these guys are trying to keep her handled. Big Johnson in the 51 on the outside with the 55, or on the inside, guarding the outside. But here comes with an awesome run, the 54 now. He's got himself a 28 with him lined up on the back on his backside, trying to get himself a. Ooh, look at that, 28 jumped to the outside, trying to sneak away, take that momentum up. Contact 32, and somebody else below him. But we're coming into the last lap. Everyone trying to hold on. Everything wrapping up right now. Here we go, outside line, both in the 28. He's trying to get himself the last massive run that's going to be of tonight's race. Will he be able to make it stick? Nope. Looks like the third lane is going to take advantage, or at least start to the outside with no help. Goes the 18 of Robinson. Robinson's gonna need his family help there to get something done, but that move folded on him as he went to the outside too soon, Junior. Great run by the 728 of Pope. Pope now trying to get himself the drag race. NHR style. We got contact toward the back. We got cars spinning around. The 57 couldn't hold on to it. Caution out. 10th caution of tonight's race. Going to give us a
green white checker finish.
Yeah, green white checker, but it does come to 1 to go. So we're going to see if this actually finishes the race here. We're seeing on our race leader of the 18 or 51 or whatever we want to call it tonight of Robinson. Set out. Oh, here we go. So the 51 of Johnson, Big Johnson, may take this thing as P1. And race victor. We're going to find out right now. And maybe the gunner sergeant in charge will be able to jump over here and let us know if we're going to do a green, white, checkered or if that was the final. Woo! Well, that was interesting. 10 cautions. And we got to do the math on that one. On, what was the percentage of cautions per laps? I mean, that was pretty
2.
bad. Was it?
2.
Wow. Wow, that's sad. Well, hopefully these drivers can go and watch this along with all the rest of our fans and see what kind of show they just put on. And maybe they can make some adjustments in their own racecraft and bring us something next week. Bring us something good next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we're trying to accomplish over here at Front Row iRacing, as well as Next Gen Broadcasting, is to draw the best of the best here.
Yeah.
We're holding open races throughout the rest of this year, coming into February of next year, where we will have our teams, leagues established, and we're looking for drivers that, that knows, the big picture. And once we attract and draw these people and lock them in to our roster, Next Gen Broadcasting as well as Front Row iRacing, I should say, will be something that will be have to be dealt with. We're going to put on the best show because we're going to have the best drivers.
Looked like we got some heated tempers that flared up toward the back, and we had a little bit of Rowdy Burns and Cold Trickle action happening. And man, that just, and that is what tends to happen right here. Let's actually see what happens here, folks, when tempers build up past their boiling point here. And yeah. Okay, so we got 64 cruising along. Now here comes the other green machine. The 50, what was the 54 doing? Was that retaliation, or was he just not paying attention? As now the 64 just got nailed from man, that was just wow. I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, there's got to be, this can't be. No. Well, all I'm saying is that, as they say in this deal, is they need to take it back to practice here for some of them. I guarantee you that.
Well, once again, things are going to happen here in our simulation known as iRacing.
Mm-hmm.
However, it is up to the driver to exercise their discipline to make sure that they don't put themselves in a position that they will, possibly cost them, positions or, ultimately the race.
Yep.
When I see people not checking up under caution, that bothers me because that shows lack of discipline. I don't care if you're mad at the driver or not. You come in, you take what you take what you get. But do not, and if this was an official race, just for the sake of saying.
Gotcha. But we're under the last lap here, right here, Greg. So this is it right here. We got it. I think we're under the last lap of the 51 of Randy Johnson. Looks like he's falling down and falling hard to the back. I'm not sure what's going on. Again, this is all overtime right here, folks. So I don't know if they've already crossed the line, if it's all done and over with. But we're looking for our race winner right here. These guys still look to be duking it out for some reason. Up toward the front, Ronnie and all of them. Let's just going to go ahead 3 wide right here. 4 wide now. $5 said they don't make it. Nope. Told you I would have won. And they don't. So all of them crash. Boom. Everybody crashes because, they couldn't maintain that 4 wide and contact, and that's just how that goes. So I don't know if we're gonna get any drivers out of this one, unfortunately, when it comes to recruitment status. But that's how we do this. So that is how we do this. Is that we literally, search through it. We have to take our time to find these right drivers who want to come here and race for some prizes, race for some money, race to put on an awesome show. Let's see. So it does show the 51 of Randy Johnson, I think, as our race winner. And he's going to light him up.
He's doing burnouts on us right now, burning them down. But, I was kind of perplexed as to why everybody else was racing as hard as they were.
Right.
The second that he crossed the line, the race was over, and he backed out and went to the apron.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not really sure if that was just a situational awareness thing or whatever. But the second the 51 crossed the line, he was out of there.
And we got the 55. He's in finished in that second position, I believe, but he's out here doing donuts and stuff. And then we got other guys here ripping across the track. See, not a lot of respect here. Let the guy have his celebration. He did a great job, kept his car up toward the front, tried to miss as much as he could and get it done tonight. But okay, whatever. Like I said,
you bring your car unless you are a teammate. You bring your car into the pits, you park it, and
but if you're a teammate, you go out there and you park your car out there on track, showcase that you're a teammate. But like I said, it's just unprofessional. This is not how we run, and this is why we do this. So, why we do these races so we can bring the best of the best to the track. Sometimes we like to broadcast them so we can keep up on our stuff as well. We haven't had a chance to broadcast some actual racing, which is Front Row Esports and iRacing series, and those guys put on one heck of a show. But I've been working, unfortunately, these past few weeks, so we've been missing those races, and wanted to at least touch base with our fans and bring guys some good racing. But we see some, so I guess these guys are teammates and doing it, and all right, gotcha, blowing it up. Okay, nice, and toast with the most on both those cars, as that brings us to the conclusion of tonight's race. Let's go on and bring up our race results here and figure out who finished where. And man, that was insane. That was intense. Let's back it up just a moment here. There we go. All right. So, okay, I'm confused. I'm absolutely 100% confused. Oh, there we go. Come on, stop. There you go. It wasn't scrolling. Sorry, there you go. Okay, there it is. Randy Johnson in the 51 brings it home. We've seen him. Levi Hamlin must have been teammate or whatnot. We've seen him in the 55 machine. Got himself that second position. So the podium in that third position, Timothy Poe, the 728. Man, putting on one heck of a fight. The 28 of Ryan Fawcett, seeing him having himself an up-and-down battle in tonight's race. Ronald Goodwrench in the 90. Didn't see a lot of him. We're going to have to keep our eye, go back through the footage and see how he ran. Ronnie Outlaw, we know that he was trying some stuff out there. The 2-car of Zach Rothensberg. He got himself a lot of laps led up there, really fighting the outside. Did fantastic job. Carter Tracy, didn't see much of him, but finishing up in that top 10. So, man, pretty good run, I believe, on that. Jay Stinson, again, the 19. We did see some of him up there toward the front. He was trying to make it happen, Mark, in that 5-car, finishing the top 10 right there. We've seen some of the 5 tonight. Didn't see the 89 of Drew Leonard, but hopefully we'll, get a gander at him in future races. We had Justin Hawkins in the 16. Did see him out there battling it up tough. We seen Cale Butler. He was in the 64 Mountain Dew machine, and man, his can was getting cracked open all kinds tonight, and it wasn't cracked open of that whoop butt, but of more or less of explosions. And there goes my car. So lots of contact and accidents for him, be involved tonight, but he finishing in that 13th position. Fred Anderson to the 57, the 14th position. Michael Prevolt, he's in that 95 car, and he finished in the 15th. He was up there running in the front too, along with the Michael Robertson in the 18. He ran up there also toward the front. And finished himself in 16th. Thomas Freitas going to start in charge, 32. He was up there, getting it done. But the 53, Justin Bentley, rounding out that order. Let's just go ahead and scroll on to the end of this thing. Here we go. Maybe not. There it is. All right. So the rest of this rounds out our field. A lot of these guys backed out and quit. No one likes a quitter. But that rounds out our field right there, folks. So, oh man. Anyways, let's bring us back into this thing, post-race show, I guess, on this one, and see if we can get a hold of Gunny here. Maybe he can give us a little insight of what he's seeing out there on track tonight.
I've seen a lot, I can tell you that.
Hey, there's a Gunny. All right, give me a second as we bust this on over to close race. Hey, where is my? Don't worry, buddy. I'll find you guys. Right now, you invisible.
I'm invisible.
Well, yeah, yeah, it's showing you invisible.
It's probably because the room just closed.
Oh, I was just talking about over here on camera wise.
Oh.
Trying to bring those
camera
up.
is, yeah.
There we go.
That's my fault. I didn't have the camera on today.
Oh, no. It's all good. I was trying to bring that up, and it was actually on my end here as well. Go figure, right? Oops. All right, so give us a skinny, dude, on what went down and stuff and all that type thing.
Fortunately, it was just a lot of impatient drivers that, just all gung-ho on the first 10 laps to get there because they're going to win it when got 50 laps to go. And
right.
It got better once we got rid of some of the trouble drivers.
A little bit, but
a little bit. It was still, nobody had patience tonight. It showed big time.
Yeah.
And the other mistake was having unlimited fast repairs for the drivers.
Okay. Yeah.
They could come in, fix the cars as many times as needed, get back out there. So we will definitely not do that again.
Whoops.
We'll do our usual 2 fast repairs.
What was the intent? Well, the intentions on that was to keep a good competitive field when for mishaps that could potentially happen. And this is what we find at times when it comes to this. Unfortunately, is that these drivers take advantage of it, and instead of being patient and saving their repairs and acting like, this is my only car.
Yep.
They go for these 4 wide moves with no one to draft off from in front of them. So we've seen some pointless moves out there tonight that just makes you wonder, like, well, what were you thinking?
100%. There was just some careless drivers, and then there were some really good drivers too.
True. Yeah.
But
they couldn't show their stuff though, Tom. That's the problem.
No, I know, and that was the sad part. We had 2 okay-ish green flag runs there. But it was, it was a rough run. I mean, fortunately, it's what happens sometimes in hosted races. It's sometimes it's hard to get everybody weeded out before the start, and it is unfortunately how it goes sometimes. But
But we were going over, the program and everything else that we have going on over here, and how these are open driver races. So open races. So we have anybody come in, and we have our admins out there looking at these drivers to see which ones are going to put on the show that we're looking for when it comes to next season. So hopefully those drivers will watch what they put on tonight and do some serious adjustments of what they were trying to accomplish out there. And
100%.
And honestly, a few of them we just need a note on names wise. So if they do, just so we can skip, and save our viewers of some of the carnage. We'll make sure that some of them just don't, come back.
Absolutely, that's priority one.
Oh yeah.
100%.
100%.
That's just how it has to go. If you don't have the talent, there's no reason for you to come back next week and destroy us again. So,
Exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. I agree.
But I mean, there we go. I'm back in the big camera. So let's go over this one more time here. I'm bringing this back up full view, and I am super excited about this, folks. You have no idea. All right, Greg, I got the belt, buddy. I got the belt. Okay, and I just don't know if they're gonna get this thing back, man. I mean, this is. They're gonna get this thing, period. All right, this is awesome right here. So these right here, folks, are going out to all of the to the winning drivers of the series that's coming up. That's what we're building for, and we're going to go above and beyond. I mean, not only are we giving out the standard prizes you would see in a lot of these in big leagues, big professional leagues and whatnot, and broadcast teams, with the gear, the wheels, and the shifters. But we getting creative as all what over here. Right, this is all Greg right here. This is all Greg and his brilliant idea of coming up with winning belts, and we're gonna have these awesome chains and just. So this is how we gonna do it right here, right there. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so stoked about this thing. You have no idea. So we're gonna have that style of nice and pretty. Like let's. Oh yeah. Woo, beautiful. And then of course, don't forget Logitech. Shifter action right here, brand new, still, yep, no open, not at all.
Coming, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, and hey, don't worry, I'm not gonna open it. All right, not gonna open it, I promise. And then of course we have our new little. Now this is gonna be fun. So you see this cool little machine down here? It's my bingo machine. So basically, what's gonna happen here is during when we actually have a really good open driver race, we want to talk to some of these drivers, but we just don't know which ones to go for, right? We're like, we don't know what driver. So guess what? We're just going to let this thing do it for us. And it's going to bring up a number. And if it bring up a number right here on who we're looking for, that's who we're going to bring into the booth. We're going to talk to this guy. So, again, like I said, lots of fun happening over here. Something completely different than what you're all used to when it comes to a lot of this broadcasting and this iRacing. And not only iRacing, but our console racing as well. We have Front Row Esports. Okay, now this Front Row Esports is just phenomenal. We're talking Truck Series, Xfinity, Cup, over to PlayStation, and then to Xbox. But we're going back over to PlayStation. We're going to be having our Cup over there starting off, and with the Ignition, the Heat 5. Ignition's having issues right now, so we're waiting to launch that thing until next year, of course. But Heat 5, we're going to be starting a little program over there. We're going to showcase a lot of stuff here, folks, and have a lot of fun. So, we don't really have the drivers here tonight to BS with, so we figured we'd just, go and talk amongst ourselves. But, Greg, man, everything you're doing for Front Row iRacing, Next Gen Broadcasting is amazing, bud. It's amazing. It really is. Super excited.
And I am proud to represent a company that I have been behind since I started working for them. They just do it the best all around. And like I said, I am proud to represent them and to bring the fruits of my relationship with them, along with free advertising.
Woo! Right?
To their group. I want to draw this thing out to, make it the place that people want to come here next year.
Yeah.
And if I have anything to say about it, it will happen.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I do believe that. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. And wait till you see more that we have to offer. We're going to be out doing a really special charity race coming up here soon, so stay tuned for that one as well. And this is going to be something of epic proportions as well, and it's going to give you a great insight and highlight of what we are going to be accomplishing next year for our drivers. And it's out of this world. You will never guess what's going to be happening here, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
And that's what we're capitalizing on right now. We as a group, we want to have fun, put on a great show for the fans out there in YouTube land and, Discord, Twitch, Instagram, wherever we decide to broadcast these things, we are going to be at the forefront of things that are happening. So, fans,
absolutely,
stay tuned.
Absolutely.
It will be glorious. Trust me on that one. And
way beyond glorious, my man. Out of this world insane? That's getting closer. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we on it, buddy. I'm loving it. I really am.
I'm on it like a hobo and a ham sandwich.
that's a man with an appetite. All right, folks. So, look, we are almost getting out of here. Oh, I got my sizing wrong there on this one. There we go. That's better. we're bringing you all kinds of different camera angles in this one, all right, and all kinds of fun. So, man, and again, this is going to be getting it done. This is what we're all about, bringing something different to the table here, always and at all times. And we got the mobile broadcast booth getting ready to kick off here in the next few weeks. You're going to see a lot of that as well. Anyways, I think we got enough going on. We'll say we'll let these folks out of here and get on with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, great night tonight. Driving, racing, but you'll have that. But we'll have it all ironed out by our next broadcast. Come out and check us out. Check out blazepizza.com, home of big friendly smiles, lively fun interactions. We always say yes. Zoom, go really fast, and exceed expectations. And I'll tell you guys what, if you're into cheesy bread, we got 2 varieties. Our regular cheesy bread made from our made everyday dough, as well as pesto garlic cheese. Oh my God, try those out.
Man, you already make me hungry. It's dinner time. I guarantee you that. But all right, folks. Well, we're gonna go ahead and let you on out of here one more time. I'd like to thank all of our fans tonight for stopping in, showing up. Really appreciate y'all. Really do. If you just one of your first times in, hit that like and subscribe button. Really appreciate it. And man, stay tuned for all of the action that's about to come forward here, especially through the winter and leading us into to next year. But man, thanks again for
about
everybody.
To go down.
Oh yeah, woo! It's going down. All right, so we're just gonna see who that's gonna go down to. All right, and that's what we're looking for, folks. So till next time, y'all. Keep it pointed the right direction, all right, in lives and in your cars. Stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.